Good afternoon. My name is Mayra Salazar, and I'm the Public Affairs Specialist for the Chicago metropolitan area. I'll be the host for today's edition of the Social Security Hotline Show. I would like to welcome Phillip Christie, who's with me today.
Thank you.
And he's from one of our local offices, and we're really excited to be here with you today. But first, I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Thank you very much. My name is Phillip Christie. I'm a claims specialist, and I've been with the agency for 8 years, and I work retirement and disability claims daily.
That's really great. Thank you so much. I would like to remind our viewers that the phone lines are open. This is an interactive show. That means that you get a chance to call in, and I hope, or we hope, that you actually call in the show. The number is on your screen, 312-738-1060. So take advantage and call us with any questions that you may have. But today's conversation that we're going to have, information we're going to share with you, is about financial planning and retirement options. So it should be pretty good.
Yeah,
you know, because everybody wants to
things.
know what they should be doing ahead of time before they retire, right? But I would like to remind you that this month is April, is Social Security month. So this is the month that we want to make sure that you are aware of all our resources. So our National Social Security Month is to bring you awareness about all the resources, about the different tools that Social Security has, because that is really what's so important for financial planning. And it's never too early, right?
Never too early to look at it.
Yes. So we want to make sure that you know that our website is full of information, and you could always find all the information we're going to talk about today and more. So with that said, you know, our website, as we said, is full of information, but what would you recommend is the first thing that people should do to start their financial planning?
Sure. It's probably viewing your Social Security statement. You have your Social Security statement has all of your earnings that you're paying into Social Security year in, year out throughout your working career. Your Social Security statement can give you insight into what your benefit could be, what you're, what you're looking at as to years you paid in, and additionally, on top of that, you're looking at potential missed years. Because if you miss those years and you don't see it and you don't notice it, you may not be credited for them.
Absolutely. Now the other thing is that we used to mail it out.
Right.
Every single year.
That's right.
3 months before your birthday. We used to do that. We don't do that anymore, but one of the easiest things to do is to get it online. And how would you be able to do that?
Well, you can do that with using a My Social Security account. That's right. You can make one online through our website, My Social Security, www.socialsecurity.gov, and you click at the top of the bar there.
Yes, absolutely. Visit our website. It's really important because there you can actually create a My Social Security account, and it's really easy to do because all you have to do is visit the My Social Security, and then you would have to have a valid email address. You have to be at least 18 years old, right?
Yep.
And then we're going to ask you some questions that only you would know. Now, is it only for that person who's creating the account, or can somebody else do it for them?
It should be specifically for that person.
Yes,
because,
absolutely.
Even if you're trying to help somebody out, they should be able to answer the questions with you.
So the first thing is you visit socialsecurity.gov/myaccount, and then select sign in and create an account. Then provide some personal information that only you would know, and then it's time to choose their username and password. And a lot of people do banking online, right? So it's the same thing, but we have added an extra layer of protection. So we want to talk about that.
That's right. In a time when identity theft is all the rage, more or less. We have tried to use a second tier of protection for your My Social Security account. So now we will be sending out a code, a one-time code, every time you sign in with your username and password. It'll be sent to either your email or your telephone. and you'll push that code in, and then you'll be signed in. So it's a 2-tier code that we use now for our My Social Security
Yes, and we
accounts.
want to protect you because I know a lot of people are concerned about identity fraud, right?
Oh, it's so bad.
And they always say, well, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I want to do it. So we want to make sure that they feel secure.
Right.
And there's a lot of protection there for you. So please go ahead and create that My Social Security account. Now, the other thing is that we have other free tools that they can use, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the most popular is the retirement estimator. What is that one all about?
Sure. The retirement estimator is, you plugging in numbers and that sort of thing and being able to look and make a retirement estimate for yourself or for others.
Right.
It doesn't take any personally identifiable information, so you can go to the
Absolutely.
website, and plug in numbers as you see fit.
Yes, absolutely. And as you can see on the screen, it certainly has a lot of benefits because you can play around with it, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can get different estimates, right?
Yep.
The other thing is that, if they do use all these tools, they can make a better decision whether to retire early, to retire at their full retirement age, or to delay it because it's different for everybody, right?
That's very true.
Now, have you ever had somebody ask you, when do you think I should retire? I mean, when I
All
go
the
out,
time.
right?
All the time, literally daily.
But we can't tell anybody that, right? Because
Right.
we don't know their situation.
That's
What
so
are the
true.
kind of factors they have to think about?
Well, there's a lot of factors to think about. I mean, where are you at with your family? Where are you at with your job? Are you ready for, actually opening up to retirement?
Mm-hmm.
When you're thinking about, do you qualify for your retirement? Are you going to be able to, do you have a savings plan saved up?
Absolutely.
Because, when you're retiring here,
Yeah.
you got to think about that. And then, are you going to still work?
Yeah,
Are you going to work part-time
yes.
or full-time?
There's so many considerations. You would be the only one that would know.
Absolutely.
And that's why you have to really take a look at all this information because there is nothing better than to be prepared for your retirement. And retirement is a big part of your retirement portfolio. It should probably be the first thing that they think about, right?
Yeah, most people think about that first.
Yes, and you have to, because sometimes people don't really think, well, what is Social Security? How much am I going to get in return? And
Right.
really, it only will be about 40 to 41% of your pre-retirement earnings. So to live a comfortable retirement, experts say you should have at least 70 or 80.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about because
Yeah.
you really need to have a lot more.
It was definitely always meant to be a supplement to the rest of
Absolutely.
your portfolio as far as
Now,
that's concerned.
Yes, and we also have other tools too, right?
Yep.
And what are some of the other tools that we have?
Well, you have some tools as far as estimating for your disability. You can look into
Yes.
that as far as that's concerned. If you were to become, disabled or injured at work, you can estimate your disability. You can estimate how much a spouse would be eligible off your record, or
So
potentially children.
those are the benefit planners you're talking about, right?
Yeah, the benefit
Because they have
planners.
retirement planner, disability planner, survivor planner,
Right.
and they're all there for you because we want to make sure that you use them and try to see what you would be eligible for. And also your Social Security statement, of course, would have those estimates,
It sure
not only
does.
for retirement, right?
Yep.
So it's really important to use the planners, the retirement estimator, and your Social Security statement. The other thing that perhaps it's important to talk about as well is, once what are the benefits I can get from Social Security, and also once you have opened up your Social Security account, right? All of that. Now you're ready to file. What is the best and simplest way to do that?
The easiest way to file is to file online.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
really is. If you file
Yes.
online, you can file for retirement claims, disability claims, spousal claims.
Yes.
You can file for Medicare only if you want.
Yes.
You know, outside of survivor benefits, it's
Yeah.
pretty much a one-stop shop if you want to file for benefits.
We want to make it easy for you. We have about 80 million baby boomers who are not only filing for retirement, but also for disability. And that's a lot of people. So we have a lot of baby boomers who love to do things online, and I don't blame them, right?
No.
And of course, you know, we want to make sure they have that option. That's why we're constantly, you know, finding ways to do business with Social Security to make it easier for you.
Right.
But one of the things that I find when I go out
Yes.
is that some people are hesitant to do it because they think, okay, so I'm going to do it. I may make a mistake, and then I'm just going to send it through. But you don't have to be nervous about that because
No, you don't.
you get it at the local office,
That's
right?
right.
And what do?
We call you if there's an issue.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like you put it in and that's just the application. You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, if everything checks out, yeah, it could be like that, and we may not need to call you. But
you
if there is an
review it,
issue with
right?
it, we have a second set of eyes reviewing it before it's processed.
Yes. So that's why people should not be nervous. If
Nope.
there's any discrepancies, any questions that we have, we'll call them, right?
Yes, we will.
So they should feel comfortable. And it's so easy because you can do it from your comfort of your home or anywhere else you are. I mean, people nowadays, you know, they have their smartphone,
Right.
Very
Yep.
convenient. And especially for disability, I think that could take a little longer to file. So it gives
yes,
them time to
it
gather
does.
all the information.
That is
And
true.
do it a little at a time,
Right. And you can do it a little at a time. You know, you always have the option to save and go back to your application. There is a code that you can get on there. You can print it out and then save it, and then you come back later, you know, if you're
Yeah,
not comfortable with doing it all at once for the disability claims.
Absolutely, yes.
And the other thing, though, with filing, you know, you can also always go in, you know, you're not limited to the internet all the same. You know, you can always go into your local office or call. You can call
Yeah.
our 1-800 number, 1-800-772-1213.
And we'll show that in a minute.
Sure.
One of the things is that, I'm glad you brought that up, because these are options for people, right? But we still have, you know, some communities where they cannot file online. And for them, of course, we continue to be a social agency, right?
Of course.
That's why we have all our local offices. We're open from 9 to 4 every day, except for Wednesdays. We close at 12. But yes, of course, and you can always take advantage of the toll-free number as well. So, but you know, the other thing to mention too is they can make appointments by phone.
Yes.
Right? So they don't need to leave their home at all.
No, you don't. You
Right?
can call that 800 number. You can call your local office.
Right?
And you can schedule an appointment right there on the phone, and you know a time to come in.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
there's definitely options.
So there's options, right? They can do it online, by phone, at our office. We don't want anybody to feel excluded.
Right.
Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah. I mean, you know, the last thing we want is for you to be scared to come to talk to Social Security about filing.
Oh, absolutely, yes. So we want to make it as easy as possible for you. Now, you know, once you start getting benefits, it's great to have a My Social Security account, because that means that there are actions that you can take. You have your information at your fingertips. You can make changes.
Right.
What are the kinds of things that you can do once you start getting benefits and you have that My Social Security account?
Sure. The first thing and best thing you can do, because you need it for a lot of purposes possibly, is you can print out a benefit verification. You can print that out right at your home computer instead of having to go into the office or anything like that. You can print that out. Also, you can change your address, change your telephone number, change your bank account. You can request a replacement Social Security card. I mean, and then also, you know, at the end of every year, Social Security sends out a 1099 statement. So if you don't get the original one, you can print one of those out right at your fingertips.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, a lot of people need that benefit verification letter,
Yes,
right?
they do.
You want to take out a loan. You're looking for housing. There's so many reasons, and this is such a convenient way to do it. And we're really excited that all of this is possible, because what it does, it expands the options for people, right?
Right.
It just makes it easier. So we're really happy that that you can do that. The other thing is that you can also replace your Social Security card.
That's
online.
right. That's
right?
a new thing that started the end of last year.
Yes.
But in Illinois, especially, maybe you're watching from outside
Yeah.
Illinois. But in Illinois, if you're above age 18 and you have a My Social Security account, you can order a replacement Social Security card now.
Yes. So, we're just expanding these services, and we're so happy to do it.
Right.
As you
yeah.
know.
And
Absolutely.
That's been a big change. It's been a positive change.
Oh, I know. And we're looking forward to more because we know that people love the options that they have, right?
Oh, yeah.
And okay, so now changing gears, we wanted to also talk about, retirement, the options. We talked about it a little bit, but some of the basics about, like requirements.
Sure.
What do you need for retirement? What do people really need to talk about? They have to work. That's the first thing,
Oh, yes,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, and they have to pay those FICA taxes, Social Security taxes.
Yes, you do.
But can you tell us a little bit more?
Sure. With retirement benefits, you have to have at least worked 10 years into Social Security. We go by quarters of credit, and that means you have to have 40 quarters of credit. Now, in 2018, for 1 quarter of credit, it's $1,320 paid into Social Security.
Here you go.
And then for the full year, you need to at least have $5,280 for the 4 quarters of credit.
Right.
Now, that doesn't mean you're limited to that. You can make a lot more than that and still get your 4 quarters of credit.
Right.
But this is just the minimum we're looking at here.
But the point is that you need to earn credits. And for
That's
this
right.
year, it's 1,320, 1 work credit.
Right.
And the value changes every year.
It
goes
does.
up a little
It
bit,
goes
right?
up a little bit.
Yes. So 10 years is the minimum. That means that you have 40 work credits. And that's important to understand because I found a gentleman the other day who was 70 years old. And he said to me, I have 39 credits. And I said, oh, you need 1 more.
That's right.
And he said, can my son buy it for me? And I said, unfortunately
no.
not. So you really have to have the right amount of credits in order to qualify for retirement.
Right.
But the fact that you have the credit, it's a wonderful thing, but you also have to have the age, right?
Yeah. The other limiting factor is you have to at least be 62 to file for retirement benefits.
Yes, absolutely. No, the other thing that I find a lot is when I go out is the fact that people think that if they take it early and once they reach their full retirement age, it's just going to automatically go up.
Yeah.
Do you guys question
That's a
that?
fallacy that happens all the time. When it comes to that, usually when I tell people, when you file for early retirement, you're locking yourself in.
Yes.
You may go up a little bit here and there,
Yes.
if you continue to work part-time, doing that sort of thing, but you're literally locking yourself into that rate, and you're not going up to that full retirement age rate, no matter what that rate is. As far as that's
Now, if
concerned.
people are interested to get their full retirement benefit, the 100%,
Yes.
they need to wait until their full retirement age. And
That is-
I still find people thinking it's 65.
Right.
And I don't know if you do too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So they need to really understand that the full retirement age is going up, right?
It is. We're actually in the years now where it's changing. So
Yeah.
the full retirement age for a long time here was 66. Now we are in transition from age 66 to 67. So
Yes.
anybody after 1960, I
Yes,
think, is
yes.
age 67 is your full retirement age. And if
Right.
you're
So
between
so when I
55
find
and-
people who were born in 1960 or later, they're oh no.
Right.
Right. But that's when
Exactly.
you can get your 100%.
That's
Now
right.
you can even get a higher amount if you delay it, and that's that's attractive for some people.
Very attractive
Right?
for some.
Because sometimes they just want to work 1 more year or 2 more years, and for that additional years, they could get up to 8% a year.
Yes, that's correct.
So they get pretty excited when they hear about that, and we get excited for them. So
Right.
So it's all about options. But please don't forget, if you retire early, that Medicare does start at 65.
It does.
Right? So if you retire 62, 63, you still have to wait until 65 for Medicare.
Right.
And by the way, we're talking about Medicare. The new cards are going out. Well,
Yes,
they started
they are.
going up this month.
They did.
Okay, and they're no longer going to have your Social Security number on there.
That's right.
It's going to be a unique number. Now, for Illinois, it will be, they will release them or send them after June, because they're doing it in May, waves.
Yeah, they're doing it in waves, that's right.
So they will get it then. So just expect it, but what's important is keep Social Security informed about your address. Check and see if we have your correct address. If you have a My Social Security account, go ahead and you can do the change online, right?
Yep, you can change that right on your My Social Security
account.
account.
So nothing else is going to change. All you have to do is make sure that Social Security has your correct address, and it will come to you, and just make sure that you watch out for it. But other than that, nothing else is going to change.
Well, the only other thing I would add to that is when you do get your new Medicare card, go ahead and destroy your old one.
Oh yes, that's always a good idea. That's always a good idea.
That's just one more identifiable piece of documentation.
Absolutely. And all the doctors and hospitals, health institutions, they're all aware that this is going on, and once you get it, or if you need to get a new one, you can always go on the Medicare website.
Yep.
So with that said, I think it's almost time to wrap up. But are there any other reminders you'd like to give out?
Pretty much just make sure that, before you're going into the Social Security office, you visit our website. There's a lot of good information on the website. Going on and opening up your My Social Security account, and looking at your information. Just planning before you come into the office is a really good way to get yourself a step ahead of the game.
Yes. And don't forget that this month is National Social Security Month, so please visit our website and make sure that you use all our resources, our tools, because Social Security is there for you, and we want to make sure that you take advantage of all those resources that we have for you. But with that said, our time is up, and I just want to thank all our viewers for watching us, and also for our team for being here today. And don't forget to join us next week for another edition of the Social Security Hotline Show. So thank you so much, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye now.